It is go time for Monster Monday. Sit back and get ready to enjoy a live show. Comment any questions, see what's up in our world of epic, and hear what we have in store. Welcome to Monster Monday.
Hey, welcome to Monster Monday on a Tuesday. So now I'm all messed up that it's not Monday. So feels like a Monday to me. I got home late last night. And today I was tired all day. So in my mind, it feels like a Monday. So how was your weekend?
It was a weekend, yeah. We had a great weekend, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was with you this weekend,
Yes,
so and you're like, I don't leave a mark on people because she's like, I don't know, my weekend was all right. Like,
I was like, what did I do this weekend? Yeah. No, I had a great weekend. Mm-hmm.
My weekend was pretty exciting, because we had exciting stuff going on. Like, if I get this thing to work, there we go. There. That was my weekend, marrying the Wild Ass crew, Craig and Renee off. So that was kind of fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I took this picture, I think, with from afar away. I actually kind of dig that picture. So
I do too.
That was pretty awesome. But we had a great time at their wedding, and it was a surprise wedding. So everybody wondered what was up, why I didn't say anything. They had a surprise wedding. Just family at the wedding, strictly just kids, grandkids, and parents, not even like big massive extended family, cousins and all that stuff, but that was it, just family. And then they invited people to the bonfire afterwards, so their friends came over and had no idea that there was a wedding. So I thought it was great. Like, I thought it was a funny plan. And it's not like when they walked up, they had a big sign, welcome to the reception. Like, you could just walk up and not even know it. They had a sign on the tree that said just married, so it was just funny to watch people walk up and then be like, oh, what's going on?
I didn't even get the sign, believe it or not.
I believe it.
I didn't.
She
showed it to me, and I'm looking at it, and I didn't even put two and two together.
Well, when you don't expect things or don't realize it, that was it. So that's where we were on Saturday night. So congratulations to Craig and Renee, and thank you again for having me be the official. That was pretty awesome. If people read my little story, if they're friends, I don't even know where I put that, but a few years back I got ordained to do my best friend's daughter's wedding, and I thought, all right, I'll do that, no problem. But so far that was my 5th one, I think, and they've all been pretty awesome. So it's a sweet gig, and you really do have a front row seat. And you did a great job, Gavin, of keeping a secret. So that was really good, because I didn't keep that good a secret, because I told 2 people, and Gavin was one of them. But Gavin was nice and quiet about it, and didn't tell anybody that there was a wedding, so it was all good. But anyhow, it was pretty fun. Like, it is a front row seat to watching your friends get married amongst just family. So it was pretty cool. So that was awesomeness. The rest of the monsters I know had a weekend down in Texas, and Carrie's husband's funeral was on Monday, yesterday. So the monsters have sent flowers and a card. So this is the card that we sent. So thank you for everybody. But we just sent this card. I said our deepest condolences on the loss of such a great man. He will be missed by many and remembered by all. And then this is what do they call these things? A spread of the flowers, whatever. But just went with the patriotic theme. I just wanted monster colors, but that was too big of a pain. So I went with the patriotic colors. But to everybody, thank you. This is from all of the monsters that we sent to the funeral for Brian on Friday. So thank everybody for that. So we sent that. Their funeral was yesterday. A lot of the monsters that went, thank you for representing that. I tried to get down there, but from being in northern Minnesota on Saturday, and I was back there doing some work at my mother-in-law's house, I just couldn't swing it. I was like, I just can't. I thought about flying down Monday morning, from Minnesota to Texas, back to Minnesota that evening, and then so I could drive home on Tuesday. But it was just too much. I decided that the flight was super expensive to fly down in the morning, fly home in the evening. And I just had a lot going on. So I felt bad I couldn't make it, but I thank all the monsters who did make it. That was pretty awesome. Greatly appreciated. You want me to go, or do you want to hit your news and then I'll go?
Up to you.
All right, let's flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
All right, heads, you can go first. All right, it's heads.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'll be quick. I'm gonna start with Alfie and Jack. They're here in the United States. They're getting their treatments right now, which is, as we all know, super important for them to be here for that, which is one reason why we're, raising money for them. Now I'm the one having to say this. Jack had a birthday on Saturday. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
I'll hit on it for sure.
There you go.
Jack, our Northern Ireland Jack, he had a birthday on Saturday, and guess what we forgot to post anything about? So Dylan got it on Sunday, or Misty got the news on Sunday. We figured it out. She got a message, whatever the case was. But I felt terrible. I'll own it. I felt awful that we could have a hero get missed on his birthday. But I tell you what, if anybody catches that stuff, send us a message, because I couldn't believe we didn't catch it. But, everybody's guilty of having so much on their mind. They're running in circles. And that was what one of these weekends was all about. This weekend was all about. My head was in the clouds already. And Misty had a pretty busy week or two in your case. So it just terrible timing. But Jack, I felt bad that we missed that, and we'll have to make it up to him with everybody singing "Happy Birthday" at the bash. Yep. So, but that happens. So we'll have to get better about that and put it on our Monster Monday calendar. But we didn't get a reminder when we called for news or anything. So just it was like the perfect storm of things that could go wrong. So live and learn. We'll do better next time.
We will do better. I got everybody's in my phone, and we'll do our best not to forget anybody. So apologies there. Jack went to see his team play, and they won. So he was happy about that before they headed off. And Clayton was up all night. I think it was last night, trying to get tickets for Alfie to the last game of the season. So that was something she was able to do. And so that was the Ireland boys. Drew's newest medicine, they found out he hasn't even reached his max dose, and he's been getting sick. So this isn't great news for Drew. So back to the drawing board and waiting to see what the doctors have to say. So
that sucks so bad. You fight to get on these meds.
Yep.
And the time you spent fighting to get on the meds, you could have been on them and figured out that something's not working right, and you got to adjust. And the side effects of that stuff is awful. Not taking it is awful, and you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. That just sucks. So
prayers for Drew that they get this figured out, because they tried so hard to get this medication, and now.
Yeah, exactly. That's just the part that makes it so sucky. How bad you got to fight for something to find out it doesn't work.
Exactly. On to Mr. Gavin. Next week, Gavin heads to Pickle Fest with Twister. He's super excited about this, to try different pickle things, I guess. So everything's pickle related.
Pickle Fest just sounds awful. Like there's no part of that I'm like, oh yay. He's like, you gonna come down and go to the Pickle Fest with Twister? And I was like, no.
I think it sounds interesting, but I don't know. I like pickles, but
I'd rather get punched in the face. I'd rather go down there and have Gavin hit me with a shovel and then say, see you later, pal. Good to see you. That's good.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know what they mean by we got shirts. Is that for Pickle Fest?
Pickle shirts, yeah, for the Pickle Fest.
Nice. Okay. Then they head to the Cure de Shen conference in San Antonio, and they get to hang out with the fams. And then Sunday the 25th is the Monster Family Barbecue. It'll be a rare chance to see the goat and Turbo together in the same place. So if you get a chance to hit that up, that'd be awesome. Only 6. Oh, go ahead.
That's the 25th, right? You said
May 25th. Yes.
That's Memorial Weekend.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. The Sunday I think of. I think Sunday. I don't have a calendar. In front
Yeah,
of
it
me.
is Sunday. Yeah, the
Yeah.
25th is a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Try to get. I don't know if I get to Texas that weekend or not.
There you go. Only about 16 days left of school for him. I think he's counting the days. I would imagine that's pretty much everybody's, all kids'
Yeah.
plans right now. I know I did. On to Mr. Turbo. The fams went to a circus this weekend. Looked like they had a great time. Turbo's busy filling orders for his swag packs. So if get those ordered. They're headed to the post office today to get some out in the mail. He's super excited for his concert coming up. And then he's going to Texas for the DMD clinic to see the goat. That's what I got for him. He's been in a bit of a funk, but he's excited for this stuff coming up. So
Yeah, I might go down to that DMD clinic down there. I don't know how to talk to Jess. Maybe I'll see if I can score a ticket into that place. There's some people I'd like to meet at that thing. So maybe I'll reach out to some people, see if I can get it. And Turbo have fun at Kendrick Lamar too. That was his Christmas present, so it's finally here. So
finally here.
I hope you enjoy it more than I did when I just saw him on TV. Anyhow, looks awful. Looks awful.
Yeah, there we go. Mr. Jackson will be done with school on the 29th. He graduates from preschool. 21st, he has a genetics appointment. His birthday is May 20th, and he will be 6. I think Brandy posted some Amazon stuff that he wants. So if you get a chance, get on the site. I think it's on Monsters and Heroes, I believe.
Yeah,
So,
it is. I saw it there. And then, yeah, that's nice. This is what our kids have to go through. So if you caught that news, Jackson has a birthday on the 20th and bullshit doctor's appointments on the 21st. Yep. So that's the difference between our heroes and my own kids. My own kids had a birthday. They were all tired. They slept in the next day, that kind of thing. So these guys don't get a break. DMD clinics don't care when their birthday is or what they got going on. So
they get to go see the vampires, as Gavin would say.
Yep, constantly sticking them and taking blood.
Mm-hmm. That sucks. Mark visited him on Saturday and brought him his coin number 29 and some swag. And he got to sit on his bike and, of course, rev the engine. That was his favorite part.
Yeah, because it hits you in the funds. You got boys come with funds and feelers. So it's just hit me in the funds. That's awesome.
The goat says it's not that bad because you always get good food afterwards. So I guess there is that. Way to go, goat. So.
Yep, find the good in it. That's what the goat.
Find the good.
That's what the goat is really good at. Finding the good. Even when he crashed in the desert, and what does he do? Finds his favorite rock. So he'll find the good in it.
That's awesome. Mr. Brody had an appointment in Kansas today. We're hoping that went well for him. That was a doctor's appointment. And tomorrow he has his wax museum project. I noticed on Facebook they were looking for an Abraham Lincoln hat. I hope you find one. Hope that goes well for you tomorrow. So.
And news on Brody. He say anything to you about his iPad?
He did not say
okay.
About the iPad.
They sent me a picture. He needed he's got these treatments. So he has these treatments and he has to sit there for 5-6 hours sometimes throughout the day, just 6 hours of boredom. Even when they're working on him, he's just bored. And his iPad had broken or had trouble or he didn't have one, whatever the case was. But we heard that he needed one mainly for these long days of treatments. So the Monsters had sent him an iPad and he got it the day before his treatments. So I thank everybody who donates what we do. This is what we do. When the kids need something, we get it to them. So we got him a new iPad and it was really nice and should be years and years of enjoyment for him.
Okay. I'll check in on that, make sure they got it. Crazy Ladies are on day 126. Run it out.
126.
And the Monster Bash and Crash, 130 days away.
130 days. And I think it seems so far away, but it seems like yesterday the girls started that Crazy Ladies, and that's how far that's been already. So it is coming up fast. The Crazy Ladies, congratulations on hitting 126.
Yeah, they're killing
another milestone at 125. So you are killing it.
That's all I have.
All right.
Then
I'll jump in. I was going to say one thing. We have the honor roll every month, and honor got a new road name. So there was some talk about changing the honor roll, but we're not going to, because the person behind the scenes who makes the rules, she says we're not changing it. So the honor roll, for people that are wondering, will remain the honor roll from now until the end of time, because it was the honor roll when she started it, and it'll be the honor roll when it ends. So that's the ruling we got on that. So nice and simple. And then some people were asking about monster numbers. So they're asking about monster numbers, how you get them, where you get them, where you find them, all that kind of thing. The monster numbers come from joining one of our events. Like right now, the Geo Hunt is going to have people to do that. We'll get monster numbers from doing that if you have not done anything else. But what we're doing is you have to do one of our events, and you have to fundraise at least $500. So if you fundraise $500, you compete an event. Compete in an event, I should say. That's how you get your monster number at the end of it. So anybody who's earned a monster number prior to this year, obviously, will have them. And we're going to post a list of them on our website. I'm building a place for that so people can find that nice and easy. And as far as this year goes, that will be in the fall. We'll do that. So that's going to be a fall thing when all of the things are done and we got time to sit back and update everything. And if somebody does not do anything, let's say all they do is our rides, and you do, Monster Mile rides. If you do enough of those that it reaches the $500, it's the same thing. So you'll get a monster number for doing that. But, like the IBA gives out numbers for, you do one ride, you get a number. That's not how we do it. You do our Monster Mile ride, ours are about heroes and raising money for them, not just about personal, accomplishments, so to speak. So that's what it's all about. That's what we push. So that's just to be clear on that. All right. Just make sure I get everything. Okay, now I think I got everything, so I can go on to the Geo Hunt. I do want to hit on the bike night first. The bike night, I'm going to have a new flyer. I'm going to try to work on that tomorrow. So I'm going to have a new flyer on that. So if anybody knows anybody that wants to have the bike nights, a host, it's any night of that week in the week of the 12th of August. So it's like the 6th or the 10th or something. Don't have that right in front of me. I'm going to make that new flyer because we have a purpose that the money from the bike nights are going to go to. So we'll have that all set up and be good to go. And Craig was asking about mega monster numbers as well. Mega monsters, the difference between regular monsters and mega monsters are the mega monsters. I've posted about that, how they get that. That's somebody who has done 12,000 or 10,000 miles for the monsters and raised $10,000. So they had to be involved in something crazy like that. So if you were somebody who raised $10,000 and you've ridden 10,000 miles for the monsters and I missed something, by all means hit me up. And also the leading fundraiser for any event is going to automatically become a mega monster. So if you're the leading fundraiser of the Geo Hunt or the Monster 79, the leading fundraiser of both of those events will become mega monsters for leading the charge on that. So won't know how many miles you rode in the Geo Hunt. You might have rode 50, but whatever the case is, if you're the leading fundraiser, we want to recognize that. So that's really the difference in that. And that's just a mega monster. Somebody stepped up just a little bit more, and a lot of people are mega monsters in their heart. They'll just do something that makes it a little more epic and be all good to go. All right. So the twist. Now we're on to the geo hunt. Oops, I think I've got something in my way here. I don't want to hit anything and kick me off of the screen again because I lose everything. But the geo hunt, I'm going to put that up on the screen to show you the numbers. These are the coins that are left. Oops. Oh shit. See, every time I start doing this stuff, I'm clicking on my screen because I forget I'm sharing my screen, but I actually have to go to a different screen to to show it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can see the screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. See it moving there? All right.
Do.
So these are the coins that we have left. So all these coins are left. The coins in white, those are the clues that are available. The ones in green mean they're still on this board, but odds are there's no coin there. We've had multiple people at the number 9 coin, which I'm really bummed about. It's not there. Number 25, that's not there. 42, 44. I think I'm going to get rid of the ones that I just know are gone for sure, which is pretty much all of them. I left them up there because I thought some people might stop back and check it out, but that's not the case. These are the clues that were unlocked yesterday. If you have not been on the website, coin number 56 is in New Mexico. Coin number 65 is in Arizona. And coin 72 is in Colorado. And the first clue that was unlocked yesterday was a must for everyone to see, as Riot was told by that guy. 86, the state was unlocked. That's Minnesota. Texas has a state and the first clue unlocked. And the state was Texas, or 110, I mean, and the state was Texas. And in a land with very little, there is a town with lots to see. So I don't think that'll give it away too much, but happy hunting all the same. All right. So that's what we have for unlocked clues this year. But the twist, or this week, but the twist comes from last week. So everybody knows, I'm sure everybody saw it by now, but last week everybody had to hunt within their zone. So whatever team you were on, that's the area you could hunt in. And this week it's just the complete opposite. You can't hunt in your own zone. So last week all the riders that were laughing and talking about how nice it was because they were in Team Honor and they lived up north, so they had it made. They could go coin hunting easily. Well, now you can't. So now everybody else who didn't have that luxury gets to laugh this week as those people have to travel and the new ones don't. So this is what we're gonna do, is just have some fun twist. And like I say, this is to get people talking about it, interested in it, messing with your heads, messing with everybody's plan and game plan. And I said it all along, like, expect the unexpected. Because there'll be some twists that you probably won't see coming. So that's awesome. And I don't know that there'll be a twist every week, but the twists stay in effect until you hear otherwise. So if we don't have a twist next week, it may stay for 2 weeks. It may stay for one and then add another twist, or we might just pull all the twist off for a week. So there's there you go. Yeah, exactly. And this week's twist did not cause enough ruckus, so maybe there wasn't enough talk about it. So and part of it was because I had to just throw a video up yesterday, and I had a video made, and then I thought, well, I have to have it on YouTube. Some people aren't on Facebook, so then I tried to do that, and YouTube wouldn't let me load it on there while I was driving. I think because I was bouncing from signals, but it just wasn't happening. So that's why I did a live video yesterday, and that was just a disaster because I just wanted to go live because I figured everybody's going to be watching it later anyhow. And then I hit go live, but it was pre-set up to what we do on the show here. So it had a 30-second intro video that I couldn't shut off or stop or get rid of it because it's on my app instead of on a nice computer. So I was like, all right, well, we're moving forward with the shit show and we're all good. So that's fine. Let's see. Let's get back to this. I'll focus on this. All right. That's really all I got for the twist, really, is, that everybody can see the new clues. That one and the yellow ones, I'm not 100% sure, and all the other twists do apply. The other twists do apply, but the other twists as far as you can only get one per state. So that's really the only twist that has survived because we just flopped this twist. So you can't hunt in your zone, and you can only get one per state. So that's that for now. Let's see. Yeah, that's really all I got for that. So I think we're good. I don't think I missed anything. Had a note. But I do want to say that it's been a rough week. It's been a rough week from the point of being a biker. This past week, I had a friend, Freak Show, who's a member of the Boost Fighters Motorcycle Club, and I was friends with him. He's done the goat tattoo. He passed away on a Saturday. Brian was Carrie's husband, was killed in a motorcycle accident, on that Tuesday. And then we fast forward to the weekend, and I lost a friend out here, got in an accident on Sunday morning. I was driving home when I heard about it. So it was Saturday night or Sunday morning. So anyhow, it was just a rough week as far as getting news of that goes. And then today, one of my best friends out here, his wife passed away this morning. So, condolences to the families that have had a one hell of a week. So, I don't have all of the right words for it, but there's a lot of people, I don't want to say names to everybody, because their families are still dealing with a little bit, but it was a little rough. So I'm hoping next week is a little better. So get up and do some coins. We'll focus on that instead. Have a good time. So I just wanted to say, pass my condolences on to all those families. That's just a lot of mayhem going on, and just sad. But I appreciate it, everybody that's donated. And Mandy's got a question. I better post that so I can see what's up. Everybody get that? You raise the funds, not donate the funds. Yes, when it's raised, not when it's donated. So if you raise the funds this week, that's on there, and then next, they'll be kicked into picking it this week. So if there's any questions, let Mandy know. And what we're gonna do for the geo hunt, especially, is I'm gonna post the twist the morning after our show. So I'm gonna post it on Mile Monsters Inc. and Monsters and Heroes, and I'm gonna post that twist. And for that week, I'm gonna have the date, so what week it is, and the twist. So if anybody has any questions about anything, that's the place to put it there, because some people have a lot of questions and they're directing these questions to me or to Mandy or whomever. But if they don't get me, they're calling somebody else, and they're just trickling down the line. And some people, and it just causes so much confusion with what's going on. So if you have a question on this hunt, direct it onto the Facebook. If you're a YouTube user, then by all means hit me up, send me an email, whatever. But if you're a Facebook user, use that route, put it in the comments, and I will see it. I'll guarantee you I will see it. Otherwise, reach out to me. Mandy's got a lot more going on during the day than I do, if I'm not riding to compete in something. So, hit me up if you have a question. And if I don't get back to you, put it on Facebook, and wait for the answer. It might not be in the first 5 seconds, but we'll get you the answer. So that's it.
Big box.
I can't spell for shit.
In the penalty box?
Yeah, he can't spell.
So silly questions get you in a penalty box. Hey, you get a 1 day hunting suspension if don't. This isn't the public school system. There are dumb questions if you send any of those in. I'm only kidding. Everybody can ask questions, and I love it. So because some questions people have really help me with what I have going on for future stuff, because it gets that a lot. Yeah, I know I'm chatty. So I think I had it on my thing, but I think we got that banner up. So that's that. So I'll get rid of the bash and crash, and you'll see what I had for my thing. So Oh, I changed it. Forgot. It said the chatty one.
It did. Yeah.
But
You can change
but I
it.
changed it to Coin Hunter because I was actually checking coins to see what was still available, make sure some of them didn't get lost. So there are coins out there. I went and checked several of them since I've been away from home, and they were there. So they didn't disappear. So I'm excited for somebody to find them. So that's all I got. You got anything else you want to add?
I do not.
Do not. And I tell you what, Jackson, it's only 8:30. I mean, I've rambled on much longer than this.
Much longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much longer. When my own partner just disappears from the screen and says, I'm rambling on, all of a sudden it's just like, boop, should be gone. That's all you know that I rambled on too much.
Exactly. See ya.
Awesome. See, somebody's texting me, so maybe somebody's texting me to get off the. Oh no, it's not. It's just one of these things that says hello. Like
I got one of those today too. Is this Eric? It said, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you answer it, and then now they have your number into their program. So it's such I don't know what the hell. Like somebody sends me hello. I don't care if they're in my contacts. I'd be like, why would anybody just say hello like that?
Well, I know.
Like if you're in my contacts, then at least talk like a normal human being. All right. Let's see. I even had notes here, so I wouldn't forget anything. But I keep showing things, but nothing shows up anyway.
Yeah, it was showing white to me.
Yeah. Takes a little bit for my camera to focus off my fat head. So, all right. That's all good. Yep, I got everything.
I don't think I have anything else.
I'm all good. Everybody, the bash is coming up. The hotel is listed on the flyer. So if you get yourself a hotel room, whatever, but the main days you want to be there Friday and Saturday. So get there Friday. Our banquet is going to be Friday night. The crash and the wild ass party is all day Saturday. Having a street party. We got a big tent rented for the parking lot, like a wedding type tent. Great big thing. Going to have all kinds of games, all kinds of fun shit. So make sure you get there. That's going to be the time of the year right there. So that's all I got.
Perfect.
No comment still, and tell me I forgot something.
I don't think so.
No, perfect.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it for this week.
All right, we good to wrap it up, Dylan? Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you much. Have a great week, and we'll be back in 6 short days. Enjoy the twist. Peace.
Have a good night.